Yeah,
So,
thank you.
good morning, everyone. Welcome to Industrial University. Today we have Mr. Biren Jadhav from Kedla Pharmaceuticals, and he is taking care of the operational excellence uh, department. And we were expecting Dinesh sir, and he will be joining soon. But in the meantime, uh, Biren Jadhav sir is going to steer the very important topic that is Pharma 4.0, which is actually the technology which has taken and given this momentum to pharma industry, that it has reached to Pharma 4.0 as we have the industry 4.0. So I also welcome Biren Jadhav sir along with Abhinand sir, who is project head, Dr. Bharti Dave, and I was expecting Dean School of Engineering Vyas sir also. He may join. And we were missing, of course, we are missing, of course, presence of Pradeep sir. So Pradeep sir is today occupied, so he has, um, asked pardon for that. And now I invite Abhinand sir to set the
Okay.
objective of it.
Dinesh Bhai has joined. So, welcome friends and students. And first of all, welcome to Dinesh Bhai. He has joined at the last moment, like the hero entry. He has come.
Array, the meeting is going on with the CMD, sir. Now, just
Okay.
now, I come back. Because there is a delay. Actually, morning meeting, 9 o'clock meetings, and now it's going to delay. That reason I a chance to Biren. Can you continue there to join? We can respect time.
So, without wasting time, I welcome Dinesh Bhai to this forum. You know, with digitization, everything in this world is getting changed. And that's why industry in pharma is also digitization is going for everything. Every industry has to digitize or they will peril. And that's the way forward. That's why, you know, Zoom is also a product of education in digitization. That's where we are able to connect. So in pharma also, digitization is leading to Pharma 4. And that's where the important topic is going to be taken by our own Dinesh Bhai, who is at the helm of the important plant at Cadila Pharma, who has seen US FDA, he has sent a lot of things, a very experienced and a wisdom person in the pharmaceutical field. Now over to Dinesh Bhai, without wasting time, his time is more important. Thank you.
Sir, I'm trying to snatch a
Yeah.
moment because it is imperative for the audience to share the credential of Dinesh Patel sir. So I take that opportunity. And Dinesh sir is Senior Vice President and Manufacturing Head at Cadila. He's a seasoned pharma industry professional with expertise in manufacturing, regulatory affairs, technology transfer, on which he's going to deal the topic on sales effectiveness, etc. And by background, he's B Pharma and MBA, and has worked with reputed pharma companies such as McLeod's Pharma as plant head. So over to Dinesh sir for the expert session on Pharma 4.0. Dinesh sir, welcome.
Yeah. So I give better underground. I am also work with the Torrent Intas in here Gujarat, and after then McLeod and Kedila. So I
Thank you.
work with many big companies here in the Gujarat base also. So I
Thank you
have
so
good
much.
experience for the manufacturing related and audit related. So now you know this right now the US FDA and MHRA and all the regulatory agency now due to this pandemic situation and COVID situation, now the audit is going on the digitalized now. So all our data is available on your system and they are only verify this data. They do some directly video conferencing in our system, our manufacturing plant, and directly see all the live presentation or live working style to their at sitting at US or UK. And now due to this reason, now many companies before this situation COVID, all the regulatory instance to do digitalization in your manufacturing process, in your equipments, in your system, in your supply chain management system. So everywhere there is a tracking. When the order placing in our system, so there is a start the tracking. So when your material is received in the plant, when you go for testing, when you go for manufacturing, when you plan for releasing the product and dispatch, and your consignment is where in the place you play, it is going to the sea. So this is a mudra product. So they scan the detail in the enter in the system. They know where is my consignment. It is mudra or it is in particular UK or US. So all the detail is there is a digitalization. So everywhere you put in the system, you put in the number, so you get all the detail right now in the system. After completion of this end-to-end transaction, also distribution, that time there is also the system. We are putting the some scanning. We are doing some printing on the each and every carton as a barcode system, and there is a serialization system. Once we data load, if the one batch is transferred to here to the example US, and we put in the data in our US system, there is a system is there. So you scan anything in the US, so you get all the detail of this particular product. So there is a system in digital right now. Many countries implementing this, and some is under process for this for the distribution system. Now today we talk about the only manufacturing digitalization and how we can switch over right now our existing process to the some latest process where we use some equipment, we use some system. So how this data captured from this equipment or operating parameter in the our server system, and some backup data is there, and based on this data we can analyze this data in our system, and we can revise our manufacturing process for the better control, for the minimize the rejection in the process. So this is the mainly used for this type of, you know, the many car right now coming in the market. There is some, all the data is available in mobile. You put there, you start the AC, you push the AC in the mobile, your AC start in the car. Now same system, same implementing, we are implementing our pharma industry also. If you are the handy mobile, you get all the detail in the mobile, which machine is going on, how much rejection is produced, when machine is started, which parameter is the machine going on, and after completion of this process, what is my trend of this particular batch, and how we can compare with my validation batches, and what is how we can strengthen my process parameter to avoid any rejection or avoid anything after completion of the process. Because you know this pharma industry, after completion of the process, we are doing the testing. If any happen in the product, after completion of the batch, we know there is a problem in the particular batch. So this full batch is going to rejection. So this is a background for this. This is an intention. I will start this presentation. With me, Biren. So Biren is expert for Industry 4. He is working with me as a manufacturing excellence in our team also. So maybe help to us for the presenting this also. Yeah, Biren.
Good morning, all. We will start with the Pharma 4, which is so-called Industry 4. Which is so-called Industry 4, but as it is a part of pharma, so it was named as Pharma 4.0. So how this Pharma 4.0 or Industry 4.0 started, matlab like Industry 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is the evolution of industry versions. So industry versions, like in Industry 1, it was only mechanic. So only mechanized processes were available. In Industry 2, it was transferred to the mass production. Some electricity were added into the mechanical machines, so the production was fast. Then Industry 3 in 1969, the automation and computer controls were added to the industry, which will further boost the productivity and quality of industrial products. And now today we are in the phase of Industry 4, where industries are using cyber physics systems, Internet of Things, networks. So as sir told in the briefing, that it will help us to identify anywhere at any point of time. If you wake up in the morning at 4 o'clock also, you will get what is going on in the factory. So that type of digitalization or the communication based industrial revolution is there as of now. So that is so-called Industry 4. We will further go into the detail in the next slides. So what is Pharma? What is Pharma 4, and how it is being categorized into the Industry 4 is categorized into the Pharma 4. So mainly 4 areas where we need to focus in Pharma 4 is like automation, end-to-end vertical and horizontal integration, quality predictive control, and workforce management. So basically, automation, major processes are being automated as on date also, and in future also there were many progress in the automation. End-to-end and vertical horizontal integration means starting from product development to product discontinuation. Everything is on digital platform, so anyone at any point of time after 100 years or 1000 years also, it might be available in the system to identify whether this particular product, how it is being developed, and how at the end how it is discontinued. Then coming to quality predictive control. So quality control majorly, as sir told, that we analyze all the data and identify how can we control the quality of a particular product. So we will go further in details in the coming slides. Then coming to workforce management. So now people are being trained accordingly, and robots and cobots are being added to the system. So the workforce can be automized more, and it will help us to identify and evaluate the data. So how it works? So the flow of the Industry 4 or the data analysis. So available data are prioritized, and then prioritized data are being transferred to the any of the system or statistical tool. Then it is being analyzed by there were so many tools available like Six Sigma and other Kaizen tools which can be analyzed the data, and that analyzed data are converted into the patterns. So patterns are like, so we can so-called it is a trend also. So we can understand how this product is behaving from day one to the end of the product, like discontinuation of the product, or in between also. This is real-time data, real-time analysis also available there as of now. Then identifying pattern, and then visualization, how so the worker who is operator who is operating the machine, he is also able to visualize how is his product behaving on the machine or the by the time. So that can be visualized in real time also. As I told that on it is handy, you can identify on the mobile also. And based on this trend, the final improvements or decisions can be taken. So what better parameters we can add to the system, so that the quality of product is continually improved. This is the chart where, as I discussed, that end-to-end vertical and horizontal integration. So from product development to product discontinuation, all the processes are digitalized as of now, like ERP, MES system, documentation, then CAPA system, equipment data, SCADA, PLC, logistic distribution, all are part of Pharma 4. So everywhere, starting from the receiving of the material to the dispatch of the goods, we have everything on the glass. So wherever you can, wherever you want to identify whether the product, where it is stocked or where it is as of now, the part of product also, the raw material, packing material, everything is visible on the dashboard. So how it benefits? So suppose we have everything on the paper, on the digital platform. Now any product is behaving, is not behaving well. We want to identify what will be the root cause of that particular problem. So we need to go in deep, like we need to do some Fishbone analysis, or so many tools are available for the analysis. Now, the person, if we suppose that there is no digitalization and everything is manual, so person has to start from the logistic to the raw material, like reverse process we have to do. So everything manual we have to check, we have to go at every place, everywhere, and we have to identify that what will be the root cause. and it is by the human mind. So maybe someone could miss something, someone could not identify the actual causes. Now, coming to digitalization. So digitalization or Industry 4, the logics applied, which is developed by the experts who have worked into the manufacturing, who have worked into the operations or the businesses, that expertise is being converted into digital platform. And that particular analysis is being performed by the digital platform, which will help us to identify the root causes, where the actual issue happened and what will be the causes. So that's why it is very, I can say it is very useful to, it is very necessary to identify end-to-end vertical and horizontal integration.
Yes.
Coming to Workforce 4.0. So as of now, as I told, robots and cobots are now our new colleagues. So we can say that not only the humans, now many robots are working into the industries. Robots are fully automated and fully, they can work by themselves also. Cobots are need to provide some guidance, or cobots are basically the helpful hands to the some of the activities. Then some smart device, operation of smart devices should be trained to the people, our humans who are working as of now in the industry. They need to train themselves. Like when the computer came, we are not used to computer. So we started using computer, we started training people. Now same way, some of the equipments are very digitalized, very I can say it is very upgraded version of the equipments, where only by feeding the requirements we can produce the desired output. So we need to train them. So every people in the industry who are working as of now should be properly trained. So this is how the workforce we need to integrate with the Industry 4. It is not very easy to adopt the digitalization or the AI, Internet of Things, AI, everything into our life, because we are habitual of doing by ourselves. Now many machines are doing the work by themselves. So we need to be habitual with the system. Okay, like I can give you an example of our mobile. So we used to type the numbers, we used to save the numbers. Okay, now there are systems where you can dial, speed dials are there. So we need to habitual by that particular activity, or we need to train ourselves by that. So that is Workforce 4.0. Coming to quality predictive controls, as I told, so every parameters are being monitored by the digital platform. So the data, the level of data, like in seconds, we are monitoring in the equipment. So any process being done in any of the equipment, like in compression, if you are compressing the tablet, so each parameter for the second, or some of the machines are there which are also measuring the data in nanoseconds or microseconds too.
So you know this, there is a compression, we are compressing the tablet, each and every tablet. There is some parameter, based on this parameter, granules converting the compression. Each and every, this parameter is captured by this system and do the analysis for this particular parameter for each and every tablet. And this is all the big data, it's going to the server, and this big data, we do some analysis of this, and each and every valuable data, we can do some analysis and find out the range of this, which range is suitable for this particular product. And this range is come back from this data, we evaluate for number of batches. Example, there is 10 batches, 100 batches. Based on this, we strengthen our parameter, in process parameter for the compression. We are using the many system there for ERP system, LIMS system, MES, CAPA, SCADA, and aviation management system. These all are combined with each other, and all the system are talk as only one. We strengthen our parameter based on this all the evaluation. Example, I give one example. We are keeping the hardness of the tablet is 20 newtons, and my resolution is coming up to 100% and 95%. Okay, if I am keeping the hardness of the tablet is 50 newtons, so my resolution coming in 70%. So which is right parameter to compress the tablet? So this is because 20 newton is coming 95%, 50 newton coming is 70%. So my actual parameter is 7. So this my limb system is talk with the SCADA system, and based on this derive the system. Okay, there is this hardness resolution coming in this hardness resolution coming in this. So which is parameter is good for this particular product? Based on this, devise our system, and we put the range on this compression machine for this valuable parameter. Yeah.
So as told by sir, so each machine like human, they are talking to each other, and it will help like human only they analyze. But the difference is only that the system has data of each and every seconds or less than that also, and we might not have as a human. Coming to automation, so as you all must know that now robotics, analytical technology, cloud technology, which we are using in our mobile also, we are storing our data in Google Clouds, or many platforms are available on the system where we can store our personal data also. The same way, the machines can also store the data at plenty of options available in the market. Or we can create our own cloud also, depends on the size of data available with us. So automation works on the data only. So based on data, the particular machine is being changed, their behavior depends on the trend or the analytics we have applied to the robots. So that is so-called automation into the manufacturing. So people try to change everything manual into the automation phase, like manual activities are being transferred. So nowadays, if you observe that Amazon has a warehouse, the material, and only 1 or 2%. So that type of automation is nowadays, the days are like that only. So we talked about the 4 pillars of the Pharma 4. Now let us understand what is the difference between the conventional method and the Industry 4. So it is totally different, Pharma 4 and traditional. So in traditional, it was it was top-down approach, where the higher management or the experts are preparing SOPs or the procedures which everyone has to follow. Now in Pharma 4, each and every equipment or each and every person who are analyzing data or collecting data are part of the system, and they can change the system. They can apply their expertise, or that particular machine can handle the approach of the emergent control, where we from the every side we can control the process, or we can identify the best process, or the one of the good process where we can identify the good product or the quality product, we can say, with greater output. So now we'll go with some myths. What are the myths, and some examples and use cases of Pharma 4. So myths are like, people say that if Industry 4 is coming, then there will be a loss of jobs to the people. So from the data, we can say that there is a long way to go for the losing a job. But if you see that people has to adopt the techniques like we have to habitual with the Industry 4, as I said, that we need to we need to create that Industry 4. Now people has to work on that. People has to adopt that mindset that Industry 4 will be a part of the industry. Like like in every revolution, this problem was the main, and people think about it. So in mechanical also, if you think that the people were doing manually, now that once the machine came, so once the machine came, so the life of people were easier. Now the same way in industry 4 also, if you see, the life of people will be more easy, and it will be produce a good quality and good output, good productivity from the system. So 72% of the factory tasks still done by the people. 68% defects are made by people. So if you see, 72% manual work creates 68% of the defect. Okay, and now suppose there is no industry 4. Okay, so 39% of engineers' time was utilized to collecting the data. So collecting data will be now a job of equipment in industry 4. So I can say that it is a myth. You can, it is not like that. Industry 4 will not help us. It will definitely help us, help industry to boost more, and it will now our economic system will also improve based on this industry 4. Now there are some examples. Suppose that we are inspecting a tablet manually, okay, like our grandparents do. And there is a industry 4 equipment available in the market where it can inspect the tablet, 5 lakh tablet per hour. Okay. See the output between the manual and the inspection. Okay. Now inspection machine. So 5 lakh tablet per hour. So which will get the photos, 3D photos, which is a 10 lakh photos per hour. Okay. 24 TB data are collected from the equipment, which is a major data where you can analyze it in a different way. You can identify the defects from the problem, the defects of the product. You can identify what parameters can be improved. So see the difference between the manual and the digitalization, or we can say the industry 4, where we are right now, where the machine can take 10 lakh photos per hour, which can be captured, analyzed, which can be used to identify the defects and further improvements. Then most of you might have heard about Power BI. Okay, Power BI is a Microsoft own dashboard, which will help us to identify where we are right now. This can be a real time, this can be offline also, where you can put the data and you can identify the trend of the data. You can present it in a well manner. You can, it is very, we can say that our presentation is where it will be a very compressed by a very low size. So where you can directly say that this is the root cause of the problem, where we as a team need to focus. So like this softwares are also available, Tableau, Pi software, many softwares are available in the market. But this is the very low cost solution as of now available in the market. Then this software can directly visually tell you what will be your major causes. Okay, so if you see once the data is uploaded into the system or by the real time, okay, the this font size will be increased wherever the issue is, like if there is a equipment fault. So if the equipment is cause of the deviation, or equipment is a cause of any particular error, then it will become bigger and bigger if it is continuously coming. So this type of visual dashboards are available as of now in the market, where the person who is actually working, who is analyzing the data, or who is working on the machine, can identify the cause of the error or cause of the problem. So now suppose in a factory, what are our major problems? So quality, we need to see that, then clearance for the operations, regulatory compliance, process variability, and equipment maintenance. Majorly in pharmaceutical companies, we are facing issues into our processes. where nowadays we have this solutions are available for each and every steps, where you can put some applications which can be integrated with each other. We can create some dashboard, and that dashboard can give you a proper visualization where you can identify the causes where we have to attack. So every manager or every software person who need to identify the causes or need to improve the productivity can identify, can analyze from this data. The many applications are available, as I told earlier, that Power BI, Tableau, everything can be integrated with each other. SAP can be integrated with each other. LIMS can be LIMS can be integrated. So laboratory, software, and the manager. Your administrative or managerial requirements can be clubbed together to identify to achieve our goals in coming future. And these apps are mainly being based on the concept of Kaizen and Six Sigma, I can say, where the lean has been the core part of the that application. So lean, visuals, interactives, data driven. So this type of particular apps which are built on the concept of reducing waste, then giving a proper visualization. It should be interactive with each other, and it should speak on the data only. So that applications are being built on this concept. So it will give you a better opportunity to identify the analysis causes of the issues. So this is how the process of software process, which will be going to cloud manufacturing applications, and you can identify it in a real-time data where, as sir told, and you can identify everything on the mobile also. So this Power BI, there is application on the phone also. You can download from the Google Play or you can integrate with your system. So you can identify whether your equipments are behaving properly or not, or at which speed or at which criteria it is being run. So this is what we discuss about the Pharma 4, from where we reach where actually. So earlier people has to call from the landline. Now it is handy. You can identify on your mobile anytime, anywhere into the any places. So from where to where we reach. So this is something for your knowledge, that traditional have a monolithic approach. Now we have modular approach. Earlier it was a fixed locations. Now we have changing locations also. Many companies can change.
Good morning, sir.
Unknown locations. Earlier we don't know where the equipments are being located. Now we have the chips and everything is available, where we can identify the equipments, how it is behaving, or how it is, where it is located. And earlier it was wired, now it is wireless, as you all are now using mobile. So it is very common as of now. Then PLC to power controllers, SCADA to cloud based. Earlier we used to store our memories into the equipments only. Now that memories or that data are going to the cloud based application, where the person sitting abroad can also approach that particular data. And obviously paper-based SOPs are now HoloLens, where you can visually understand the standard operating procedures. So this is some points on conclusion of the Pharma 4, where smarter data-driven production execution can be done, high level of process understanding, science and risk-based approach, critical thinking, transparent controls and activities can be done. Processes are designed for life cycle management. Like I said, that starting from the production development to the production discontinuation, we can visualize the product. Like that, so many, we can say that there are plenty of opportunities we can create, and there is so much of benefit of Pharma 4 or Industry 4, we can say. We can categorize in different, also it can save us the money, the cost of production can be reduced, or the productivity can be increased into the same resources available. So like this Pharma 4, so this is all about the Pharma 4, where as of now, many pharma companies are working on this. Now, Cadila is also on the pilot scale. We are working on the Pharma 4, where we are integrating some of the machines. And we are trying to identify the causes of the issues. And we, as sir told, that each equipment will be talking to each other, where the product life cycle will be more efficient, more productive, and highest quality can be achieved by this system. So this is all from my side. Yeah, ma'am.
Thank you, Biren sir. In fact, I was trying to correlate, wonderful sir. I was trying to correlate the Pharma 4 or Industry 4.0 with academia also, because in academics also we have to bring overall, a revolution here, where students can be made flow ready for industry, because we have to update, upgrade our syllabus also, which we are continuously doing at Industrial University, being part of Cadila also. So we have seen this advent of technology has brought revolution in industry, and it has impacted every sector of industry. So it has to, it is imperative for us also to upgrade our students through the syllabus, through the teaching pedagogy also. And we also have seen a lot of revolution in academia also, in teaching pattern also, especially pandemic has immediately given us adaptability to get into online mode, which students and faculty all together have come so fast without compromising the academics. So academics went on. And we have seen, no matter the board exams are cancelled, yet the calculation of marks is done. And even if there is promotion, mass promotion, but there is some calculation going on. But the real challenge for us also begins now, that how, when they enter to higher education, then what are the checkpoints where we can still give them and brush up their rudiments of all the basic things, and then take them further to matching steps with the Industry 4.0. Only then they can be fit into the system, which actually industry is moving at that pace. So I now invite Bharti Madam and Abhinand sir to reflect their views on this important session, which was actually very pertinent.
So thank you very much, Biren Bhai. I also thank Mr. Dinesh Bhai for both of you for giving us a very informative lecture on Pharma 4.0. Actually, it would really be very useful for our students who want to enter into industries after their post-graduation or after their PhD programs. You very well explained how the Pharma 4.0 has evolved from mechanization to cyber-physical system. And very well explained also the 4 pillars of Pharma 4.0. What I liked the most was how this Pharma 4.0 has this thing taken up the bottom-up approach, which is now being done even in Cadila Pharmaceuticals, and the quality metrics visualization, which I like the most. So wherever you see any fault, whatever the fault is in the plant, you directly visualize it on the screen or the dashboard. So really, this was wonderful, where all the faults are highlighted on the dashboards. So I would really like our students to make a visit to all this, to your plant, to your system, and let the students see all these systems, which would really be useful to them. So lastly, I thank both of you.
Thank you, madam. I saw, I would, appreciate the synergy between Dinesh sir and Biren sir. It was a wonderful example of teamwork here. that whenever with Dinesh sir was not there, that he used to pitch in. So maybe teamwork was also very well reflected in this entire session. Over to Abhinand sir for his reflection, and we are also connected with Amish.
I must thank Dinesh bhai and Biren bhai for giving such a wonderful presentation on Pharma 4. Pharmaceutical industry is quality driven, because it is all we are taking inside to cure ourselves, and the quality is utmost important thing. And Pharma 4 is the one thing which is giving us a total quality control of our goods at one click. And that's where, we feel that Pharma 4 is very much important in today's world. When we are going through a technology driven industry, Pharma is the one which should not lag behind, though there is a lot of science which goes back of the thing, in formulation, in R&D and everything. But when it comes to the final delivery, technology plays its own sweet role. And that's where the Pharma 4 is coming into picture. And that's how beautifully Dinesh bhai and Biren bhai has explained it in their presentation, that how the quality control has been taken care, how with the examples, they are helping Cadila Pharma to go to the next level of Pharma 4. Thank you.
Thank you, Abhinand sir, for your reflections. In fact, what you said was very apt. And especially in the new education policy also, they say that let industry and academia come together hand in hand and see how industry is impacting education. And accordingly, we also have to abreast ourselves. So that's wonderful, actually, session for our students. And in fact, whenever Cadila speakers come, they actually always enlighten and broaden the horizon of our understanding and how industry is working and how it is moving fast, and we have to match our pace also with that. If Amish sir is there and can reflect, his also, because though he joined late, I saw Amish sir, and I would like to welcome on this platform Dean School of Engineering. Amish sir, if you are there.
Yeah, I joined late. Sorry, because we was stuck up with other duties. I'm at Magnet Park, so with other duties. But I joined lately. But yes, the concept itself is very good and sound very nice. That Pharma 4.0, and I agree with what Abhinand sir and Bharti ma'am said, that yes, the 4 parameters based on which we can develop Pharma 4.0. And yes, I wish my chemical engineering student can join for even internship at pharma industry, because it is very much close to chemical industry and pharma industry. So most of the unit operations they can learn out of that if we are not going with the formulation. In that way, yes, I would like to get connected with Cadila, and my student will also get connected with the Cadila. But I would like to thank both the speakers that they have given a very wonderful and advanced, touched upon the advanced topic. So thank you very much for that.
Thank you, Amish sir. It's time now to wrap up and tender vote of thanks to the speakers today, Dinesh Patel sir and Biren sir, for a wonderful session which has actually broadened and enlightened our participants on industry Pharma 4.0. And that too, busting myths, also comparison between traditional and this tech-driven industry. So that was so made the concept so clear, and the urge also for everyone to upgrade themselves with these kind of softwares and simulations. So integration of Industry 4.4 will definitely have impact considerable on academics also. I thank Dr. Bharti Dave, Dean School of Science, also to have joined with us and have reflected her views. Abhinand sir is also to be thanked. Each and every individual who have contributed in setting up this platform, wonderful platform for our participants and for students, is to be thanked here. Management, provost, everyone is thanked from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much, and we look forward for more association with Cadila speakers in terms of their practical and experience knowledge with our students. So with this, I thank Jai Hind. Be safe and happy, healthy.
Yeah, and thank you for giving opportunity to us to present this type of latest technology to all our students. So thank you also give the opportunity to us.
Yes, sir, we need to bring our students over there.
Yeah, no issue, no issue.
कई जगह है सर धोलका के
Yeah.
આ સિસ્ટમ ક્યાં છે ધોળકા ની અંદર ધોળકા પ્લાન્ટ
Sir, if it is located at Dholka, Dinesh sir?
Yes, Dolka.
Dolka. Okay.
So let us
Yeah.
wish that this pandemic gets over and we bring our students there.
Yeah.
Actually,
Bro, anytime you can plan. There is no issue right now. Anytime you can plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
sir, we are actually facing some administrative hurdles because students are not permitted to visit the campus. So unless they come to the campus, we cannot take them to the
Yeah.
industry visit also. That is the restriction we have right now. But once we are given the green signal from Department of Higher Education, perhaps we'll bring them to the plant also, visit also.
Classes and examinations, everything is online now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we do not have anybody on the campus except the faculty.
So
But
you
due to
see,
right now, you know this right now, maybe after in August, maybe your college may be open to
Yeah.
look to the scenario.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
that was there in yesterday's newspaper. Okay, August 1st week, they're planning.
Of corona situation. Second plus that there is a downgrade, but maybe that time is maybe in good position we are. Okay, there is no issue for corona related, and
Right.
we can have people inside the factory and inside the campus. So there is
Right.
no issue related to corona. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. In fact, now we are actually, our education is running on 4.0 because there is no human intervention. The
Yeah.
students are there. But then, of course, I don't know how far academia will be substituted with the robots. Certainly, there will be no substitution because human brain is required to create robots also. So, thank you so much, sir. Biren sir. Thank you so much, Dinesh sir. And I also thank Priyanka and
Yes.
Pradeep sir, who have coordinated and have roped in very good speakers for us. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, madam. Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Shasha sir.